So made it downstairs to the bar for breakfast. The weather today is not optimal, but we're gonna do our best to jump in with it and see everything that we can see before it starts raining too much. The breakfast today, we got an omelet, carbonara style. So it's got all sorts of meats and cheeses in it, which should be really good. But so far, this hostel has been real iffy. So what I mean by iffy is just like the general vibe of the place. It's just kind of, I don't know. I think it's the fact that I'm American. So they're just kind of like, oh God. But I mean, like, everything's been nice. Like, all the things have been really cool. And like, just the staff and the people have been kind of influenced. So for breakfast, it looks pretty damn daddy. Yeah, I'm going to absolutely smash this and then run around everywhere that I can before it starts raining. So this ought to be fun. We are officially off on our journey. We've got a whole bunch of things to see, and we're definitely going to get caught in the rain. And so the game plan is probably to take buses. It's only about a 20-30 minute walk to everything, and then it's about a 45-50 minute walk to the Vatican. But we're gonna make it to everything. I'm gonna get soaked, and that's just gonna be part of it, and we're gonna rock and roll with it. I'll see you when we get to something cool. We are moments away from the Trevi Fountain, but there is fountains and landmarks all over the place in Rome. It's a little overcast, but that doesn't take anything away. We have a palace right behind us. And the Trevi Fountain is going to be right over this way. So it shouldn't take but just a second to get over there. I'm super excited. We have officially made it to the Trevi Fountain. And it appears that the forecast of rain has not slowed anyone down from coming up to see it. It is huge. I mean, I've seen pictures. And so I guess, it was kind of big, but no, I mean, like, dude, it is massive. Check this. See if I find a place to get in without blocking everybody's view. Here we go. This was so cool. It's just one of those things that I just will never understand. Like, people in their just spare time wanted to express themselves. Our artists had the resources and took the time to craft this. And that's something that I don't think I still haven't wrapped my head around how you do this. I'm gonna get some really good pictures for you guys. So the Trevi Fountain is absolutely astounding. I was able to have some nice people take my picture for me. Yeah, I mean, so immaculate. That's the one thing that keeps blowing my mind about Italy, is that how just ornate everything is. How well crafted. The craftsmanship is unmatched. I don't care what you say. The Italians know how to craft things, make artisanal things. It is amazing. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna head over towards the Colosseum now. It's starting to sprinkle a bit, so need to put some pep in my step. But yeah, we're gonna head to the Colosseum, and unless we find something cool, I'll see you there. So I lied. We came to the Pantheon first, and oh wow. I'm all up in people's way. Trying to get out of everybody's way real quick. I'll get turned around for you so we can see it. Hopefully we can get a better view of it. Come up here. And I wasn't kidding when I said that here in Rome, there are fountains everywhere. I can only imagine living here hundreds of years ago, whenever this was first built. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I would spend all of my time here. I mean, I would literally I would drink the water. I don't know. I guess back then the water probably wasn't safe to drink. I'd bathe in the water. I would lounge in the water. I don't even know. This is amazing. I love this stuff. Seem like you can go in, it's all open. However, the line is about 400 people long. The line is let's see, so this is the entrance, and the line goes all the way back up onto the stairs, back behind these people here. So I don't know if I'm gonna go in, or at least I'm not gonna go in right now. Maybe once it starts raining, everybody will kind of clear out, and I'll be able to find a way to get in a little easier, but we still have so much to see. Unfortunately, we can't go in right now. But now we're gonna head to the Colosseum, and then we're gonna loop back around. I want to go inside, so we're gonna find a way to get inside. We just can't sit in lines for an hour right now. So wait until I turn around to show you what's right behind us, or right behind you. I guess I'm looking at it. So this is the Capitol Hill of Italy, or of Rome. I guess I don't know if it's still being functioned as any sort of like legislative body, but this is one of the. This building is huge. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I'm gonna turn around for us so we can take a look at it in just a second. I just want to get a little closer. Let's see if I get run over real quick. We got our nice Christmas time tree. Old buildings. There's a sneak peek of one of the statues, but here we go. Check this out. Wow. Once again, I definitely want to go in. So what we're looking at on this side So this whole building here is the Capitol Hill. However, what we just looked at with the giant horse, I guess I'll turn around. So what this actual section is right here. So just like in America, in Washington, D.C., we have the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers, and that's exactly what this is. This is their Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. I don't know if that is applicable to all Roman conquests or just modern day. I don't know how. I'll have to look into how recently. It looks like we can go up. We definitely will go up at some point. Because I imagine the view from up there is spectacular. I guess we will wait in line for a minute. I accidentally got in. The line wasn't too bad, especially since I just kind of stumbled into it. People just started lining up behind me, and I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm in line. This view from up here is going to be astounding. We can go all the way up to the top, I believe. Whether we can go in or not, that much I don't know. Just like our Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, they have their ceremonial troops posted up with their what's it called, like in JFK's funeral or gravesite. There's the ever-burning flame, the eternal flame. They also have that burning here. I want to get a video of those guys up there. So, as we're heading up to the top, this is kind of a great moment to just kind of reflect on being here and being here in Rome, one of the oldest bastions of civilization. I mean, trillions, billions, I don't even know. All these numbers don't really make any sense. Have walked where I'm walking now, I mean, for thousands of years. And that is something that is just, I don't know, heavy. There's several sites that I've been to around the world that are just heavy. Several of the places we went in Germany, several places in Memphis. There are several places that I've been that are just heavy. And I don't know why, but I get that same kind of feeling here. Just the feeling of, I don't know, being just a grain of sand kind of situation. And especially when you're surrounded by these gigantic buildings, it really checks you, and like, it's really nice. And it's just so good to look at. So one thing that, as I've kind of been looking at some of these massive works of architecture, such as this, and these were built, let's see, usually there's a date on, they usually date their buildings. I don't see one right now. I'm very curious as to like what the labor force was that constructed these steps. Like, who are the guys who actually laid down these stones that I'm kind of walking on right now? Really kind of curious, because I mean, obviously it wasn't just all super affluent men out here laying the stones. And so I'm just very kind of curious. I think we have some snow flurries coming in right now. It's like 45 degrees. Maybe it's just rain. I don't know. But we can go up even higher than this. And we'll kind of keep on trekking up as high as up we can go. But back to kind of what I was saying about these gigantic buildings, and that kind of lead me to wondering about who are the guys who actually kind of laid the stones. Every time I look up or look around, I completely lose my train of thought, and I'm just completely immersed in the world that's around me. I mean, astounding. I mean, I've used the words astounding, beautiful, immaculate over and over again. I need to get either a better vocabulary or stop talking, I guess. But I mean, they truly are. I mean, just wonders. I mean, gorgeous. I mean, I truly don't think that we would ever be able to do something like this in the modern day. I mean, we make giant metal and glass skyscrapers, but they're not gonna be, I mean, I guess, you know, they'll still be around, but they're gonna get decrepit and rusted and broken. And I want to see the man or woman or person who takes a sledgehammer to this. I mean, it is so insane. I mean, the Romans knew what they were doing. I mean, they made it, they built it to last. And my goodness, has it. So it looks like this is the highest point we can go. I've got the rest kind of tapered off. It is a great view, and I'll show you. I literally have my breath taken away every 5 feet. You kind of walk and you kind of gain another little viewpoint or gain a little more insight of what's around you, and it is breathtaking. I mean, I guess it would have been nice to have like a great sunny blue sky behind me. But the little bit of overcast does nothing to diminish how amazing this place is. Alright, the wind's starting to pick up. I'm gonna cut it here. I'll try to pick back up when we find somewhere a little less windy. also kind of windy, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me still. Let's see. Right there's a little bit of the Colosseum. Right there, that's where we're eventually going to be heading. However, up here they have a little shop that sells espresso. Definitely going to down an espresso. First of all, I'm a little wet and I'm a little cold, and after walking up all those flights of stairs, I'm a little out of breath. So I'm gonna sit down for a second and I'm gonna get some coffee. And yeah, no, this has been amazing. This is so great, refresh of espresso. And another thing is, so it's not Romans. They didn't like me. I don't think it's they dislike me because I'm American. You just have to say everything with your chest. You gotta say it like you mean it, like you want it, how you do it. And so that's good for me. I need to practice saying it with my chest a little bit. Because as soon as you say it with your chest, they're very like, oh, what's good? We're cool. So I'm definitely gonna keep working on that. Talking with see, I'm already failing at it. Being assertive when you say things. Because apparently Romans, that's what you gotta do. You gotta say it like you mean it. It's a little dark in here, but we got to come inside. And once again, just more beautifully crafted marble sculptures. I mean, everywhere you look. Here's a great Roman chariot sculpture. I love this. Oh my goodness. This is just something really kind of cool, and it's just on the side of the road. But it's called the Imperial Archaeological Site. The Imperial Archaeological Site. So I don't know if they're like still looking things up, or I don't fully know what it is, but I'll turn it around now so you can see what I'm blabbering about. We're coming up on the Colosseum. This isn't exactly the best viewpoint. We'll walk around to show you guys a better viewpoint, but I just wanted to kind of make the point. So if you've ever been to the Alamo in Texas, you'll know that it's a, it's really old. It's an old fort and everything, but it's like just slap dab in the middle of the city. Like there's no transition or anything like that. It's like, oh, new city, boom, old Alamo. That's kind of how the Colosseum is. So we're just surrounded. I mean, like there's shops and coffee shops like literally right around this corner that you can't see, and there's hotels and stuff right down the road, and then boom, Colosseum. But I'm gonna walk around to get us a better viewpoint of it, so you can actually see it a little bit better. I just wanted to articulate the point that it's It's so fascinating to have these old, ancient, ancient buildings. And then it's surrounded by the modern day, or the modern world, and modern buildings. It's a little jarring, but it's so interesting and so cool. So I finally made it to a decent point where we're right next to the Colosseum. It is huge, and it's got that same just heavy feel to it. I guess because it's just so massive. I don't know. I can only imagine coming into this place when it was operational, to come in and watch gladiators fight each other, have just random people come in and fight all sorts of animals. I mean, everything. I mean, people died here. I mean, people have literally given their lives for a chance of basically fame and fortune, the same things that we aspire to today. People gave, I mean, it's a weird feeling here, man. It is so, I mean, just, the only thing, just tingles, full body tingles all the way around, from my head to my toes. It just feels, I mean, you can feel it in your bones, being here, just being somewhere this old, in such a historic place. It's something else, you guys. I truly don't have the vocabulary to properly articulate what I need to get out to say, because I can't express it. Like, it's something you have to feel. That it's a feeling. It's not words, it's not logic, it's not big brain, it's not math. It's feelings, it's experience. I mean, when I say tingles, I mean it's full body tingles. It's so cool. Something a bit unfortunate that I also just found out: you can only purchase the tickets contactless online, and that's something I did not do prior to heading out, and unfortunately it's not something I have the capability of just doing right now. Maybe once I find some Wi-Fi or a better internet connection, I'll be able to I'll purchase some tickets and I'll try to get in, but that'll have to be on the way back, because I've got to go inside, because you get to go into the Colosseum and then what's known as the forums, which is kind of behind me, but I'm gonna make a lap around the Colosseum real quick, and hopefully find some cool stuff to show you from the outside, in case it gets to the weather takes a turn for the absolute worst and we aren't able to come back and go in. You guys, I implore you to come and check out these places yourself firsthand. I mean, this is gonna sound extremely cliche, but like, please, please, immense yourself. Please, I say, emancipate yourself from your own mental slavery and come out here, see the world. Only you have the power to only you have the power to free your mind, to come and see these places. This longing feeling that we all kind of have, get it out. It's for the young, you guys. It's for us. We got to get it out of our systems and see the world while we can, because when you're 75 or 65, whatever the retirement age is in the United States, you're not going to be able to do this. Straight up. If you're 60, I mean, there are old people out here for sure that do come out and see it, but you're not going to be able to actually do all of these things once you're old. I mean, you can't do it. I mean, I've walked several miles already and climbed hundreds of staircases, and that's just something you physically cannot do. whenever you're 60, 65, 70 years old. And in America, that's what we're expected to do. Just wait. Work, 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 and work. And then you get about, once you worked for 65 years, you get about, America says, okay, go have fun for, a year, 2 years, 5 years. But then you die, that's it. And that's all you get. You get 65 years of working yourself numb for a tiny sliver of that existence to go and enjoy. And then you die. And that's not something that I can do. I can't just sit down and work and just close my mind and just close off from the world and pretend like it's not here. That's not something that I physically am capable of doing anymore. I mean, I want to continue to, obviously work and contribute to society to the best that I can. And so I plan to do that. I plan to contribute to society every day that I can. I mean, whether it's just picking up garbage or whether it is clocking in and clocking out, I want to contribute to society, and I will. But at the same time, I absolutely reject the notion that you have to do that nonstop for decades, for half a century. I mean, once you turn 15, they want you to work for 50 years straight. Put your nose to the grindstone, close your eyes, and look down, and just go. And don't stop, don't look around, don't ask questions. And like I said, man, I'm just not capable of doing that. I am very much just a part of the world that is directly around me at all times. And I have to look at it. And I have to ask about it. And I have to know about it. And I implore you guys to adopt that same sort of mentality. Obviously, yes, you have to work. And obviously, yes, you need to make money. But for what is what you need to ask yourself. Why am I working? Why am I making this money? How come, and ask how? How come I haven't gone and done these things yet? I mean, you are the only person who is capable to do it. I mean, you can't expect someone else to just come along, sweep you off your feet, and give you the world. You have to go grab it by the horns and make it happen yourself. I mean, you don't get to see this. You don't get to experience life to its fullest. You don't get to see all the crazy and amazing things that humans have offered and done for the world. You don't get to do that if you don't make it happen yourself. So please, it starts with the mindset. First and foremost, rejecting these old notions that we have to be busy worker bees. We have to be. That's just not life, man. This is life. Walking around, talking to these random people on the street, that is life. Please. I mean, I can't say it enough. Do it. I love this. I will continue to do this. I don't care if no one ever watches these videos. I am going to continue to do this for the entire world. I mean, this is only the beginning. This month is only the beginning of so much more to come. Oh my goodness. I am so happy. it's something, I mean, like I said, It's not something you articulate. It's not something you think. It's a true, resonating, thumping, rhythmic, beating feeling in your bones. And if you haven't ever experienced that, it's no one's fault but your own. So please experience this. Feel this in your bones just one time. So, walking around built up a bit of an appetite, and so I just popped into this small little pizza kebab place, and I'm about to smash, and super cheap. I hope to fill up big time before we actually head into the Vatican. But yeah, super excited. I'll show you a picture of it whenever we get it all settled in. Oh my goodness, this is massive. So for this giant pizza and a water, it was €7. Not bad. Holy cow. Roman style pizza is the superior pizza. That is hands down the greatest pizza I have ever had in my entire life. That was so good. It was so big. I did not think I was going to be able to eat it all. But as I started eating, I was like, oh, buddy, I'm putting this whole thing down. And I did. I ate every bite and scraped up the marinara sauce. It was so good. Oh my goodness. Like I said, Roman style pizza is the superior pizza. So we have officially crossed the bridge. We're just moments away from the Vatican, and we have found another beautiful castle. This is the Castle Sant'Angelo, and what's super cool is the entryway. You had to cross this river, and these bridges, they have some great I guess Christian statues, and they're just so I keep saying this, and I gotta just stop repeating myself, but I mean, I don't know what other way to say it other than amazing. Absolutely amazing. We are entering into the center of Vatican City, which is just right next to this castle. So I wonder if this is where my deep dive videos, once I get back into the States, is gonna come in handy. I'm gonna need to take all this footage that I have of all these places and then actually give you guys an in-depth look at some of these locations. But this is what it looks like to walk into Vatican City. That big building is St. Peter's Basilica. Now, that being said, it isn't where the Pope lives. Crossing the road illegally real quick. Try not to get run over. Oh well. But we will find where the Pope lives, and I will definitely try to get some footage, or at least some photos of the Pope's house. It should be really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little disappointed. Seeing that it is a big Catholic holiday today, the Sistine Chapel is closed. I'll be honest, very, very disappointed. I was really hoping to get to see the famous painting where Adam and God are about to touch. However, this is still the church in the Vatican, like the church. This is St. Peter's Basilica. It is like the Catholic church. It is intense. I have never seen a church this large. It looks like we have a service starting. Went ahead and asked, even though it was a silly question to them. The gentleman speaking in the robe is not the Pope. The Pope is not here today. However, the reason I can't get into the Sistine Chapel is because he is there, which is directly next door. But that is why they're not allowing visitors or tourists into the Sistine Chapel today, because they are actually holding service in there tonight, in which the Pope will be present. So, like I said, I'm genuinely disappointed that I won't get to see the Sistine Chapel's famous Michelangelo painting or mural. It is open tomorrow, so I guess maybe depending on what time my train leaves, there's a chance, but I have to be checked out of my dorm by 10 o'clock, and so that doesn't sound super likely, unfortunately. However, this is incredible. If I was actually Catholic, this would probably be a much more surreal experience, and this experience is already insanely surreal. So unfortunately, I am on 1% battery. I'm about 2 miles away from the hostel, and so we're really about to test my map reading skills, and about to put to test how directionally challenged I am. This is gonna be, unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get any more photos or footage, so Sorry for you guys, but I'm still gonna try to check out 1 or 2 more things before it gets too dark and too wet and too cold. If I still have battery, I will do my best to get you some more footage and some more photos, but this might be the last bit we get of Rome until I'm back in the room. Rome was a lot of fun. I got to see some really cool stuff. Met some really nice people, really cool, interesting people. Shout out Atticus. Brother, if you check these videos out, that'd be super cool. Shout out Daniel from England, the ecologist. You watch these videos, that's awesome. But most importantly, I will see you tomorrow.